Tell Them Your Story. My name is Julie Oweno, and this episode is really amazing. And today we managed to talk to one of the youths in our generation who works with these people and knows how their lives are, and is just amazed at what these children are giving back to him. So this is Tell Them Your Story, and stay tuned. A few kilometers away from Rongai town is a place with a story worth telling, and as I believe, it can never be a story if it is not reported.
My work here in Donorione Center is as a project manager, because this project actually depends on entirely, it's a not-for-profit institution. So most of our funds, we raise them through proposal writings and looking for donors and foundations to help us achieve our mission and objective as an institution. So for them, it's not the regular classroom setup where the teacher just goes and teaches something, one concept for the whole class. Here the teacher works specifically with each and every student individually to see what is your strength, what is your weakness, what is your objective.
Richard Manyara is a project manager of the facility which educates and trains students with disabilities to enable them live a wholesome life. Don Orione. He is the catch. Disabled students earning a living from farming.
They are able to interact and integrate well with the other members of the community. And the good thing is that this institution is always open to them. And when the society and these local members come in here, they are able actually to see and interact well with these students. Before it was quite a challenge because there was a big barrier between them in terms of understanding. Nobody understands what this one is saying, but now they are able to do that.
Eloquently, Richie explains the purpose of the institution.
The thing unique about our center is that we work in 3 main areas.
Its educational cycle.
We work in special education, rehabilitation, and vocational training. Why we work in 3 main areas is because we realize we cannot satisfy one need of these students and leave the other. They are all connected. They need special education, they need rehabilitation, and they need the training.
And how has it impacted on the lives of its students?
It is the whole system of education, rehabilitation, and training that has helped them become better members of the community. So they are taught how to even write. Some of them didn't have writing skills, now they can write. They didn't have the concept of money.
A history of the students and a one-on-one encounter with them manifests the transformation. Diligently working on their crops, one would hardly assume the students are disabled as they produce and deliver harvest to the surrounding community for sale and earn from their sweat. So how do they manage?
We have 3 classes, one from 5 years to 9, the other from 9 to 14, the other from 14 to 18. So they are able to move from these classes depending on their ability to grasp the concept that they are being given. So for us, the most important thing is the individualized educational plan, whereby we need to see what they are able to do and how fast they can progress within the stages that they are put.
Obviously, challenges are encountered in all areas of life, and Rich's experience has had him a fair share.
My main challenge as a professional, because we have to appreciate the fact that the people working in the center are not, we wouldn't say they are working in low-key jobs or they are not trained, or we are all trained. Whoever is working here is qualified to be working here. And the main challenge about working as a professional, talking about myself, is what I said earlier. The humility to say that I'm not able to do this job because I do not have enough experience. Can you help me do it? This is the main challenge as a person, because I didn't come here knowing probably how to write the best projects. I didn't come here with the experience of working with special youth or children. So The main challenge as a person is to come out of my own fear and my own box and say, hey, I'm not able to do this job. Could you help me? Asking for help is the main challenge, because it is a weakness as a person, and I know this is across the youth. I'm sharing this because I know most youth face the same thing. I'm not able to study properly. Could you show me how to study? Nobody wants to show their weakness. This is our...
But watching him interact with the students reveals that he's been able to surmount the challenges of his workplace, as he explains.
Main challenge as a person is to come out of my own fear and my own box and say, hey, I'm not able to do this job. Could you help me? Asking for help is the main challenge, because it is a weakness as a person, and I know this is across the youth. I'm sharing this because I know most youth face the same thing. I'm not able to study properly. Could you show me how to study? Nobody wants to show their weakness. This is our main challenge. But the good thing is that, like I also shared, with these students, you are able to grow. Because for them, if something is new, if something they do not understand, immediately they'll come to you and ask you, I don't know how to transplant dania. Could you help me? I want to go home, but I don't know how to reach there. Help me. So you see, you help once, they learn. So now the motivation for me is when I ask for help and I've learned, I need to not go back, but rather build on the strength that I've received from somebody else. This is what we need to do. We learn from each other, we grow from each other. Interactions, this is what helps us grow.
And the humble Richie had this to encourage you.
So for me, to this youth would be, it's not too late to realize that there are good people around us. Maybe their parents, their guardians who can help us and form us in the right way. So for me is to encourage them to associate themselves with the right people. And this is not easy to detect who the right people or good people are in our lives. But I'm sure you can't miss one person that you can say, I'm confident and secure sharing my fears with this person. This is the first step. We need to come out of our own boxes, out of this. Because like for me, when I came here, I had a fear also. I didn't have the experience to work with children and youth with intellectual disabilities. Neither can I say that now I have the experience to work with them. It is always a learning process. We always fail so that we can succeed. I had to come out of my box and share with the people around me. My director, most importantly, who, yes, this is a new experience for me. I didn't know what autism is. I didn't know what cerebral palsy is. I didn't know how to rightly present a proposal to a foundation. But you need to be humble and say that I'm not able to do something, so that people can detect this and help you achieve it. So this is what we as the youth need to be convinced about. We need to be humble. We don't know. Yes, we've attended 3 years of university, but when we come to do the actual jobs, we don't have the technical skills. But there are people ahead of us who have been there, they have done it, they have succeeded, they have had their failures. This is what we need to learn from them. We need to be humble and tell them, hey, I'm just graduating. I don't know even how to write my own CV. Can you help me?
This is a story of hope and success against all odds. Proof that anyone can do anything, and all that's needed is willpower, and some help. We've actually got to hear the inspiring stories of these people who are disabled, but they're still able to do something different with their lives. And to our youth today, it's still a reminder that you don't have to make it big or go big for you to be able to do something that's going to be of impact to your life. You can start somewhere small and just keep on following your dreams till you get to that place that you want. This is Tell Me Your Story. My name is Julia Wino. Till next time.